I don't know what that was. One of the worst. That was the worst game in the Nagelsmann era for Germany. The worst game in the Nagelsmann era. Shout out to Slovakia for absolutely destroying us today. And don't take that lightly. Slovakia destroyed Germany today. At their home, at their crib. We pulled up, we played with no balls, we played with no passion, no respect for the badge and the jersey, and we lose our first ever. Germany loses their first ever away game in World Cup qualifying ever. So, alarming? Yes. Am I worried? We'll see. After Sunday, things might get either really tricky or calm. But today's game, horrible. Absolutely shit. Every player for Germany today, shit. Scheiße, as they say in the German language. Scheiße. What the fuck? Everyone. I'm serious, guys. This isn't an exaggeration. Every single player that stepped on the pitch for Germany today, whether a starter or a substitute, was dog shit. Dog shit. And I really think most of that boils down to the fact that these players today put on the jersey, walked out there, heard the national anthem, and did not play with a single care in the world. They did not play as a team. No intensity. No nothing. They played with nothing. They thought they would pull up to Slovakia's home and just get a win. Mind you, this Slovakia team, sure, they don't have a lot of big-name players. Probably their best player is Milan Skriniar, right? But this Slovakia team is a tough team to play at their crib. Look at their past couple of games at home. They don't lose easily at home. And this is a team that almost knocked out Portugal last year in the Euros. This is a serious team. This isn't a team you can just pull up to like a North Macedonia, I don't know, a San Marino or something, for example, and just win by just breathing. You actually have to pull up to Slovakia's home and play like a team, play with some tactical knowledge. I mean, play with passion, play with eagerness, because it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating to watch every second ball lost, to watch the midfield and defense so uncoordinated, the defense constantly being ran at, no protection from the midfield, none. And the center backs themselves just playing like dog shit. I mean, Rudiger, the fall off is crazy. I really hope Rudiger rediscovers his form, because he was the worst player, one of the worst players on the pitch tonight. Jonathan Tah was not as bozo as Rudiger, but he was also just so frustrating in the second half. Collins didn't have a good debut for us. Raum and Mittelstadt completely clueless today. In the midfield, Stiller, I rate so highly, guys. I think Stiller is one of the best midfielders in the world. Trash today. Kimmich today, I have to tell you, I'm one of the biggest Kimmich defenders. This was genuinely one of the worst games Kimmich has ever played. Goretzka in the number 10, I should have seen the signs coming. Gnabry playing on the wing. This is what I don't understand about Nagelsmann. Now, Nagelsmann comes out after the game, and in his post-match reaction, he says, basically, no amount of tactics or anything would have helped today. The players, everyone on the pitch, did not play with passion or respect for the badge, which I fully agreed with. But Nagelsmann, you are a bozo today. How can you see Serge Gnabry has played so well under Vincent Kompany in the number 10 position, yet you come and you pull up to this match and play Gnabry on the wing, which we know we can't do anymore. Gnabry is not a winger anymore. He can't play that position. He doesn't have the speed, the athleticism, the agility to play on the wing anymore. He can't do it. He has kind of had a little bit of a rebound at the number 10 under Kompany, and you play him on the wing, and you play Goretzka at the 10. What's going on? Wirtz at the left wing. At least play Wirtz as the 10, play Jamie Leveling on the left, and play someone else on the... Do it different. And then Voltemade on top, you guys. Voltemade. I told you, Newcastle got swindled. I rate Voltemade. I think it's too early for him. Bro, he struggled against Slovakia today. Now, is it fair to judge Voltemade when the entire team for Germany today was ass? Barring Baumann. I guess the only person I'll give leeway to was Baumann. I mean, in the first half, he made some big saves to keep us from going down 2-3-0. So actually, respect to Bauman. He's the only guy that really showed up for us today. Everyone else, garbage. Garbage. And I could sit here and give you a tactical breakdown. Oh, this and that. Our triangles weren't there. Our channels were too open in the defense. But it doesn't matter. The baseline, the bare minimum you expect for your national team. Your national team. The bare minimum you expect is once they hear that national anthem, they go out onto that pitch and they give their absolute all. They work as a team. They play with intensity. Out of pride, passion, respect for the badge, respect for the jersey they put onto their backs. But today you saw none of that from Germany. You saw none of that. And that's just disgusting for me. That's just disgusting. Like, 3 losses in a row for Germany now. Now, people are going around, putting around those stats. Germany winless in 6. Cool. I don't really care too much about that winless in 6 because honestly, the last 2 games we lost before today, the Portugal and France games, it just is what it is. We just couldn't put our chances away in those matches to win the game. Like, it's not like we played horrible in those France and Portugal games. We competed with them, right? But today, this was a real worrying game. Not those other games, those other 5 games, right? This game today is worrying because this is, and you know what? This is why I'm saying Sunday will tell you if Nagelsmann and Germany should be panicking or if everything will stay calm and we learn from this lesson, because you can't pull up for your national team and play like this. You can't. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And Schweinsteiger even came out post-match and said, you know, when I played 121 games for the national team, motivation, attitude, intensity, pride was never an issue. That was never an issue. That was never a question for Schweinsteiger's generation. And that's the truth. When I was growing up and watching Germany, I never doubted that all those players on the pitch wanted to fight for their country, wanted to play at their absolute hardest when they put on that German national team kit. But today, I questioned every single player on that pitch. And that's not good enough. That's awful. That's awful. I mean, just from front to back. Front to back. The midfield disjointed. Players were picking up the ball, couldn't even do 1 to 2 touch passing. We always had to take 3 touches, 4 touches. Meanwhile, Slovakia on the counter, boom, 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 1 touch, 2 touch, in behind, playing into the channel, bombing forward. Players bombing forward, winning challenges, winning duels, winning aerial duels. I mean, that was kind of the basis. Outside of attitude, intensity, desire, motivation, whatever, putting that aside, looking at the actual match today, balls. We were missing balls. Putting that aside, it's just winning your challenges, winning your duels, physical battles. We lost in all aspects of the physical side of the game to Slovakia today. And then after that, the quality of our passes were shit. The quality of our touches were shit. Our crosses were shit. The quality of the game, we were second as well. We were second in everything today. We did not do one thing better than Slovakia today. Not one thing. So shout out to Slovakia. They deserve to absolutely win today. And you look forward to the rest of this group. And, you know, Slovakia was always going to be our contenders. Now, did I think we would go to Slovakia and lose? No. Was I expecting this game to be easy? I didn't do a pre-match or anything. But genuinely, I didn't expect this game to be easy, judging from what Slovakia did at the Euros last year. And their history at home the last year or two. I did not expect this game to be easy. But what I did expect, what I absolutely always expect from the German national team every time we play a game, is maximum effort, pride for the bat, all of that baseline shit. And we didn't even get baseline from the German team today. And now looking forward, basically, this is how the group has to play out. Like, on Sunday, when we play Northern Ireland, when Germany plays Northern Ireland, this will be the sign of whether we should panic as a country or if we should stay calm, we learned our lesson, and we move. Because against Northern Ireland this Sunday, we need to win. And we need to win big. It's at home in Germany. We need to win big against Northern Ireland. 1,000%. 1,000%. We need to win every single game up until the last match of the group stage, of our qualifying group, which is against Slovakia at home. Now, if we're going to lay it out, if this German team is serious, we go and beat Northern Ireland home and away, and we beat Luxembourg home and away. Obviously, I mean, we cannot even imagine a scenario where Luxembourg gets points off of us. We need to win both Northern Ireland games, both Luxembourg games, and we need to win by a lot of goals to establish some goal difference, to establish a big goal difference. And then the final game of the group against Slovakia at home, that needs to be a win. Now, seeing the way Slovakia play today, I don't expect you guys to drop points to Northern Ireland or Luxembourg, home or away. Our best chance for Slovakia to drop points in those games is away to Northern Ireland. I will be watching that game closely because that is the only chance I see Slovakia dropping points. All the rest of the games, wins. And so where does that put us? If Germany wins the rest of our games, Northern Ireland home and away, Luxembourg home and away, we will be on 12 points. We will be on 12 points. If Slovakia wins the rest of their games, they'll be on 15 points. And in that final game at home in Germany against Slovakia, that will be the decider for who gets the automatic qualification to the World Cup, Slovakia or Germany. Now, the reason why I emphasize we need to get this goal difference up is because winning against Slovakia on the final match day will not be enough if Slovakia doesn't draw points. We need to beat Slovakia, right? So our head-to-head, because if you're tied on points in the group, it goes to head-to-head. This is why you need to beat Slovakia in that home game in a couple months' time. Because then, since the head-to-head is even, it'll go to goal difference. Then goals scored, then yellow cards. Right? So that's where the goal difference becomes key, and that's where Germany needs to look forward, put this game to the side. Whatever. This was the worst game under Nagelsmann. I agree. Well, you have to move on. You can't think about it. At home against Northern Ireland on Sunday, we need a 4-5 goal game. We need a 4-5 goal game. No goals conceded, 4-5 goals at home against Northern Ireland. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. Because every single game now matters. Every single game now matters. Because we don't want to be in the playoffs. I'm sorry. We don't want to be in the playoffs. Now, if we go to the playoffs, do I absolutely expect that this Germany team would be comfortable in the playoffs and get through? Yes. But as Germany, you cannot go to the playoffs. This is the 48-team World Cup. This is the expanded multiverse World Cup where every nation basically gets to fucking participate. This will not be the World Cup we don't qualify for. On Sunday, we need to destroy Northern Ireland. We need to show up. We need to show out, bro. We need to show that that game was an anomaly and win 4-5-0. That is the minimum expectation. We need to win the rest of these games. Northern Ireland at home, Luxembourg again, Northern Ireland, then Slovakia. Up until that Slovakia game, 4 games, 4 wins, and that final game against Slovakia. Based on that final game against Slovakia, that needs to be a statement victory for the World Cup. That needs to be a statement victory for the World Cup. No questions asked. That needs to be an absolute statement victory for Germany. Absolutely. No questions asked. No questions asked. Okay? It was bad today. Really disappointing. This isn't the Germany I grew up with. This isn't the Germany we saw 3 months ago. This isn't the Germany I saw at the Euros last summer.